Will be facing Lyndon. So here is Saul Canelo Alvarez, a four-division, multi-time world champion, quite simply one of the greatest of all time. Lyndon King Arthur. Over half of his wins have come by way of knockout. Fights out of Manchester, United Kingdom.
Just take note, Todd. Check out the reach. Check it out.
Well, we're all set. Let's go into the ring for the classy Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, here is Mexico's first ever undisputed world champion and renowned star of boxing. Here is a 4-division world champion and an undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, Saul Canelo Alvarez. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Manchester, England, here is an intercontinental light heavyweight champion, Lyndon King Arthur.
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when the opening bell rings.
You can't beat a good old-fashioned rivalry. When there's guts, when there's feeling, when there's heart involved, that's when you get a good fight, one-on-one.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. Here we go. After months of uncertainty, we finally have a fight. No rest for the weary. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Threw the uppercut, but did not score. The straight right just misses. There's a counter shot. All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And look in that corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
They exchange punches. Tried to score with the uppercut. These two were made for each other. Oh, and that was a big shot to Arthur. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. How about Alvarez in that last round? As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
I seriously hope...
And there's the bell to start round 2. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Counterpuncher is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
The straight right just misses. Just missed with that hook. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. This counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
You're fighting a counter-puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter-punchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
He prevents that left uppercut from scoring. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Alvarez in that last round. It's no slick. On to the third. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And Arthur got the worst of that exchange, and he might go down. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Good counter punch. Punch, counter punch. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Punch caught him clean. Looking to land the hook. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Alvarez in that last round. That was almost a...
Just stay focused.
Here we go to the fourth round. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Incredible work rate. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I go to the ring with fight...
And Arthur is down to the canvas. Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
One, two, three, four. Come to me.
The referee says we will fight on. Not sure about this one.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
Halfway through the round, and they've got some work to do to get back into it.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen now, it's time for them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
Catch and shoot. this fight, you're going to get knocked out. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. Talk about Arthur in that last. Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the fifth. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Swing and a miss with that uppercut. Well, Johnny, you know there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive. How does he exploit that?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
A perfect counter lands. Fight a little bit close. Oh, wait a minute. Are we about to see Arthur go down? And right back into the fray.
Defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense. Blocking and stopping and shooting.
Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Alvarez in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round. On to the 6th round. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walked right through?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Nice counter shot. Oh my word, Canelo just got clipped. Looks like trouble was averted.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What did they do? What did they tell him when he got back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
The straight right just misses. Can't land that jab. He threw a punch and just got countered. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Alvarez in it. There's the bell to start round 7. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And he scores with the counter. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
Sometimes when you get nervous, someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
Have to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Done with that counter shot. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. Good job stopping that uppercut. Beautiful counter shot. And he just missed with that left jab. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Oh, and that was a big shot to Arthur. How about Alvarez in that last round? Round 8, and we're off again. How much do they have left in the tank after that last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you, they want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Hold that thought! Oh, and there's no way they're getting up from that. It is a clean knockout. He caught him with that body shot, and it froze him in his tracks. Look at this again.
I need to see that again.
Are you all right? You're out.
It happened. You saw it here live. A knockout win. Congratulations.
Well, there's no argument right there. You say it. Night-night.